right, boys and girls, it's time for the Freelance Report, brought to you by Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, Riverhead, and by Michelangelo's of Mattituck in the Mattituck Plaza Shopping Center on the main road in Mattituck. Good morning, Gianna Volpe.
Good morning, Bruce Tria, and welcome to the 16th show. Before we bring our guest on this morning, I wanted to do a little bit of news, since we have some sad news from Southold with our guest and some good news from Riverhead. I figured I'd do the opposite. So RiverheadLOCAL reporting that Nino's is closing their doors after 60 years. We got a downtown laboring to live, businesses opening and, just as fast as they're closing. So it's an interesting thing going on down here. And then in Southold, we've got some happy news. A North Fork dog that was chained up for 8 years broke off his chain, got in the hands of the North Fork Animal Welfare League. He has found his forever home 1 week later. So if you want to help out, check out North Fork Animal Welfare League's website, nfawl.org. And that, other than tax day, that brings me to the end of the news segment. Today we've got Isabel Alvarez, who works at our sponsors, Michelangelo's of Mattituck, wonderful Italian restaurant. Unfortunately, the manager, Felipe Rodriguez, has an advanced stage of liver cancer, and Michelangelo's will be holding a fundraiser for his family this coming Tuesday. Good morning, Isabel. Thank you for being on the show.
Good morning.
So please tell us a little bit more about the situation and about what's going on at the restaurant this Tuesday.
Well, Felipe has been with us for a while, and he's made a great impact with the restaurant itself, and as well as our customers. He's very loved, and
Right.
so this came as a big shock and a surprise to everybody who knows him. So we've all gotten together, and Frank has allowed us to use the restaurant to hold this event. It'll be this upcoming Tuesday, April 21st, 6 p.m. Tickets are $50 a person, and there's going to be a full course buffet, appetizers, entrees, desserts. Beer and wine is included, as well as soda. Otherwise it's a cash bar. There's a Chinese auction. We're going to have live music with Rob Europe and myself, and maybe a couple other people stopping by. And Felipe's family, I've heard, is going to be there. His wife and his children, who are very young. He has a 3-year-old girl, Valentina, and a 5-year-old boy, Felipe.
Amazing.
So we have around 40 tickets left, and I think I think we should be able to sell them at all of the proceeds, every single penny that's made through the tickets, through whatever that day, goes to Felipe. I mean, everybody who's working the event, all of their pay is going to Felipe. The day is dedicated to Felipe.
That is amazing.
How old is Felipe, can I ask? Because he said he had young children. The guy must be like in his maybe 40 or
Right, exactly.
He's early 50s. He's probably about 51 or 52.
And such a happy, I had the good fortune to work with Felipe, and such a great sense of humor, always smiling.
Oh, yeah.
For a manager, very unbelievably loving, positive, cool, calm and collected guy.
Yeah, very loving. That's a big point. He has a huge heart. He's great at what he does, and yet he's managed to make everybody fall in love with him. Co-workers and customers alike.
I loved he would sing to the customers.
I mean, he's just he's vivacious, he's full of life, he's so energetic, he's always positive.
I can't.
He works.
I can't imagine him being any other way.
You would never know. You know, you'd never expect this to happen.
So where can people get tickets, Isabel?
Tickets are available, I guess, as far as I know, it would make most sense to go into the Michelangelo's in Mattituck and maybe ask for Brenda or ask for Kelly. But, you know, anybody behind the counter, anybody in the store will know where to get the tickets are there. And
we can also, I guess we can probably also call in, I guess.
You can call in and reserve some tickets. Yeah, absolutely. I would call 631-298-4100.
Okay, excellent.
You know, and we're accepting donations of any kind. Felipe, you know, there's a GoFundMe with his name.
Right, it's like GoFund.me, I guess, / Felipe Rodriguez?
Yes, I think there might be a couple other...
But there's posters up in the restaurant.
There are flyers with all the information available at the restaurant.
Well, I'm definitely going to be there.
And at the gym, actually.
Oh, and at Maximus Health and Fitness,
yes.
Right here on 130 East Main Street in Riverhead. You can also get tickets for this event. It's going to be on Tuesday. I'll definitely be there. Isabel will be there. And if it's a full course buffet at Michelangelo's, you really can't miss out. And is Brenda going to be making the dulce de leche?
The tres leches, her famous tres leches.
Oh, it's tres leches because it's made with 3 milks, right?
Yeah, it's like a soaked cake, but it's really something.
Yeah, I've had it a couple times. It's like homemade, very sweet soaked cake. Unbelievable. Well, thank you so much, Isabel, for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me, and definitely, if we can get anybody and everybody to come out, it's a great if you have an anniversary or something coming up. It'll be a wonderful evening.
I can't wait. And after the break, we're going to be talking with Lauri Spitz of Moustache Brewery here in Polish Town.
Take a trip to Italy without ever leaving the North Fork at Michelangelo's in Mattituck. Of course, you'll start with a nice antipasto, and then it's on to your main course. Perhaps you'll want pasta, maybe some chicken, or as they say in Italian, pollo, veal, which is vitello in Italian, or some frutta di mare, which is seafood in Italian. No matter what you decide on, one thing is for sure, you and your family are going to love it. Of course, Michelangelo's has pizzas, including the very popular grandmas and other specialty pies, as well as your favorite Italian heroes. Just call them at 298-4100, 298-4100, and they'll be ready when you get to Michelangelo's at the Mattituck Plaza Shopping Center on Route 25 in Mattituck. So take that trip to Italy. You deserve it. Come on in to Michelangelo's on Route 25 in the Mattituck Plaza Shopping Center in Mattituck. Back on the Freelance Report, Gianna Volpe, yours truly, Bruce Tria, brought to you by Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, Riverhead, Mattituck, and Michelangelo's at Mattituck Plaza Shopping Center, Main Road, Mattituck. A couple of things to catch up on for the sake of argument and clerical stuff. Number one, we have had a lot of reports today about traffic types on the South Fork, particularly Sunrise Highway east of County Road 104. In East Quogue, Southampton Town Police said there have been a lot of car accidents and a lot of heavy traffic. The summer season apparently has started early on the South Shore.
Yeah, I got stuck in the trade parade yesterday, coming back from East Hampton around 5 o'clock. And,
oh, yeah.
Hey, you know, it was a beautiful, beautiful day. We get to have a spring this year, which is awesome. Last year, it really went from winter to summer. And I saw a bald eagle in Watermill. You know, which was unbelievable. I called my dad, and he said that there had been reports of bald eagles flying in flocks in the country, which is a wonderful thing to hear that they're making a comeback in a really big way. But yeah, trade parade, not fun getting locked on Montauk Highway or Sunrise, anywhere.
And second thing that happened, which I think bears mentioning, huge fire, Sandpiper Condominium, Stone Road, West Hampton Beach. Yeah. Apparently no one was in there because it's seasonal.
Okay.
And no one was staying there. They're primarily, I guess, one-bedroom deals. But the long story short is, no one was in there. There were no, and according to West Hampton Beach Village officials, no firefighters were hurt putting out that blaze.
Excellent.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
There was a brush fire off Flanders Road yesterday afternoon. Not such a big deal.
No.
But
I'm sure Beth Young took care of that.
Yes.
She's in the Flanders Fire Department.
Is she?
She is.
Well, Mother Earth is in the Flanders Fire Department?
She's kicking butt.
Wow.
Kicking butt for Mother Earth by Mother Earth.
I love it. Anyway, it is now 8:30, so we'll hit the news. We'll come back with our guest, Lauri Spitz, from the Moustache Brewery on your Freelance Report on WRIV Radio. You're listening to the Dawn Patrol on 1390 WRIV, your hometown station.
Maximus Health and Fitness of Riverhead is 25,000 square feet of everything you need to create a new you. Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, has state-of-the-art exercise equipment, free weights, professional personal trainers, and private workout areas. They're next to the Suffolk Theater in the heart of historic downtown Riverhead. Use their child facilities, tanning stations, a hair salon, and smoothie bar with your membership at Maximus. Your membership also includes a full calendar of fitness classes like cross-training, weight training, boot camp, Zumba, spin, yoga, Pilates, and a lot more. Start a new, healthier lifestyle that you can stick with all year long. Join Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street in Riverhead. Call 369-6293. 369-6293. Check their website at maximusriverhead.com or come on in to Maximus Fitness today. Maximus Health and Fitness, being healthy and getting in shape has never been easier.
Back on the Freelance Report, brought to you by Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, Riverhead, and by Michelangelo's of Mattituck in the Mattituck Plaza Shopping Center on the main road in Mattituck. Well, Gianna, I think we have two Spitzes for the price of one.
Oh, do we? We have Matt and Lauri?
I believe so.
Yay! That is so exciting.
Moustache Brewery in Riverhead, part of the whole craft brewery thing.
Yes.
That's become like a cottage industry around here.
And unbelievable. And it's...
And they're celebrating a birthday.
That's right. This Saturday, they'll be celebrating their first anniversary. Are you guys going to do a shaving of the beard again?
We are.
Yes, coming off. I can't wait.
So every winter, Matt grows his beard out, and then, you know, they shave it off, and they did that for the grand opening, I remember. And so, yeah, Matt's going to be really excited. It's been getting warmer and warmer out there.
Yeah, but beards are a fashion statement, aren't they, Matt? Actually, I shouldn't ask you this. I should ask your wife.
Oh, not me.
No?
I'm probably the least fashionable person around.
No, because my youngest son up in Rochester has a beard, and he tells me that's a huge fashion statement.
All right. But this is another thing. It's good. He'll be taking it off. It's very weather appropriate.
Remember all that money you were saving on razor blades, Matt?
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, it's always been like a functional reform thing for me. It definitely keeps my face warm in the wintertime, and say,
right.
Now the winter's over. It's
time to take your face jacket off. Take off your face jacket. You know,
I've never quite heard it put that way.
So this Saturday, Polonese Park, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell us what's going to be going on besides for the annual shaving of the beard.
Yeah, first birthday. I mean, it's been a crazy year, and we figured after the turnout at the grand opening last year, we really didn't have space at the brewery. It was so small here. So Polish Town was kind enough to allow us to rent it out, and we'll be doing it over there. We're going to have beer, of course.
Right.
There's 3 food trucks, including Michelle from Eat Me, Drink Me food truck is going to be there. There's going to be a photo booth, the DJ, and then, of course, the shaving of the beard. And it's going to be a fun day.
What kind of beer? What kind of beer are you guys going to do for the party?
We're mostly going to have, like, Coronas. No,
Wait a minute. mean, not even Budweiser's, but Coronas for crying out loud? I mean, what about Schlitz?
Oh, hey. Oh,
For the
Schlitz.
record, we would never drink Corona.
I know, I'm just being smart.
Yeah, are you going to be doing the Mojito Pale Ale again?
Not for the birthday. It'll come out in the summer. When it's seasonally appropriate.
Right.
We're big fans on keeping appropriate beers in appropriate seasons.
Right.
So, no pumpkin beer in July, no mojito beer in January.
Right.
Not cool.
So what's, tell us about the birthday IPA.
The Rally Beard?
Yes.
Rally Beard is it's a double IPA. Big citrus and piney kind of resin character in the aroma and the flavor. It's very drinkable, and it's a special IPA because it's special for us because there's a lot of hops in here that can't get on a regular basis. So we got small amounts of hops that you can't normally get just to brew this beer with, and there's 8 different kinds of hops in this beer, and all throughout the various stages of the brewing process. So it's a hophead's dream, really.
Nice. And double, does that mean it's a higher alcohol content?
Yeah, I mean, so beer's coming in about 8.4% ABV.
Ooh, nice. And so what you mentioned the hops, where do they come from? What are they?
Well, one of the hops in particular is a hop called Simcoe. It's a proprietary strain that not everyone is allowed to grow. And it's a very in-demand hop. And unless you have a contract with these hops years in advance, you can't normally get them on the open market.
So how did you do
we
it?
actually went through a homebrew shop and bought them online in small quantities. A lot of small quantities is what we got. Not the most cost effective.
Is that the homebrew shop that was up island that you guys went to when you were first starting out?
No. This was actually where did this info from? That was from Bell's.
I don't remember, yeah.
But it was online. It was the online retailer.
So how's the weather looking for the birthday party? I mean,
I just looked this morning. It's really like 70 degrees and sunny and 0% chance of rain and no clouds.
Nice.
I'm super excited. It can rain all at once on Friday.
Oh.
And then that's it.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, this is the 1-year anniversary coming up.
Yes.
So it's like you've had to have had some really interesting challenges over the last year.
Oh, yeah.
But what was the thing? What thing popped up that you were never expecting out of the blue that you could talk about on the radio?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think I think all the stuff all the challenges and things that popped up in the year before we opened,
right.
I think just conditioned us now to like.
By the time they opened their doors, they were so beaten down.
When something happens now, we're just kind of like, okay, whatever. Like, we'll figure it out. We'll get through it. Like, it's kind of numbed us to it.
Oh.
Right. This is also their 10-year anniversary of brewing beer. I remember Lauri.
Yeah, Lauri had told us that they did this like in their bathtub or something like that.
Well,
like just for fun.
Bathtub. Mine was with him, yeah. But yeah, no, this is actually, we started brewing in 2005. I think it was like September maybe. August to September. So yeah, we're coming up on 10 years of brewing. Crazy.
That's just amazing. And for you, Matt, looking back, you've been doing this 10 years. What do you see looking forward? What is a beer that you would like to make that you have not made yet? A style?
I really have no idea. I mean, it's one of those things, we kind of take it as it goes. When we're ready to add something new, we just either it usually like comes up as like, oh, we should do this. Like, it's not really like we have like a bucket list of beers to brew or anything like that. It's just kind of like spontaneous and happens when it happens.
Amen.
But you know how much you guys have changed this whole thing, the whole paradigm of beer. In fact, I'll tell you how much has changed. Forget the fact that that the one in Boston is doing it. Sam Adams is they're doing their various beers. And the other microbreweries, but what I find interesting is that you even got, and no disrespect, you've got Budweiser, like trying to fight you guys. Have you seen their latest commercial?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically, this in 2014 or 13. I want to say it was for 2014 craft beer sales. It may have been 2013. The entire craft market in the U.S. actually outsold the regular Budweiser brand. So, like, traditional Bud Heavy, as we call it, craft beer outsold that. So Bud sees that. I mean, think of how big their operation is. And think of, even though that's not really like one of their huge brands, think of how much of a loss that is for them, that we're outselling them. And they see that, you know, even if we're only outselling them by, 3% of the market share, that's a lot of money to Bud. And Bud is not going to let that money go. They've been doing whatever they can to scoop up any craft breweries that are available for them to purchase. We don't know too much about the conditions of it, but yeah, like with the Legion, which was purchased January or February, and then they launched that Super Bowl commercial. That was a direct stab at them. And it's a pretty lousy move on their part but that's just kind of their big, go stick it, I think, to what we're doing. But you know what? We're just going to keep doing what we're doing, and that's it.
Very nice, yeah.
Well, because it just struck me that you guys, that craft brewers, period, as a group, you guys as a group have gotten the largest brewery in America to notice. I mean, Bud used to control 51% of the market.
They're buying up the distribution rights. They're buying up the breweries themselves. I
mean, I'm finding this. I'm fascinated by it because rule number one is, with all things, is you're not supposed to notice your competition, or you never acknowledge them in public. And here's Bud, this new commercial. As God is my witness, almost passed out. It's like, what?
Yeah.
This is like rule number one of all advertising.
I don't have the TV.
It's like, next time, instead of having your pumpkin spiced ale, try a Bud, beer. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you just sold the pumpkin spice ale.
Exactly.
I don't know about the regular suds.
Although on the flip side of the same coin, they are enabling a lot of these smaller craft breweries to get their beer out there. I mean, I was at Greenport Harbor on Friday.
Claire Rose, I don't think Claire Rose really cares what they deliver as long as they deliver something.
Right. So,
Claire Rose, I'm not sure if we're on the same page. Claire Rose is not owned by AB InBev.
No, but
Bud House. So that's their main distribution product is Bud.
But they'll distribute anything.
They can, but they have contracts basically with, where they mostly will do Bud. But it's basically what pays their bills, I believe.
Yeah, I was just using Claire Rose as the example of a beer distributor,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But just for the record, they're not actually directly owned, I don't believe, by AB InBev.
No.
Or actually they can't be, so.
No. But it was just my point being is that you guys are going to end up...
That was actually really sad. When InBev bought Bud, I was still living in Missouri. And that was just like a huge, horrible, sad thing. And, everyone was...
The quintessential American Suds is owned by a Swedish company or something like that.
That's so weird.
So anyway, you guys got the big birthday bash coming up Saturday, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, what time?
Saturday from 1 to 7.
And are there tickets? How is it working? What should people do?
Yeah, so basically you don't need tickets to get in. You just kind of show up and make sure to bring your ID. And then you can buy beer tickets just to make it a little easier for getting beers and stuff. And then just get some beers, get some food, and hang out and have fun.
Very cool.
We just really wanted an opportunity to celebrate with everybody that helped us get as far as we have and be the first year of awesome year.
And it certainly has been. And what time will be the shaving of the beard?
The shaving of the beard is going to be at 1:30.
Very nice.
Terrific.
I know. All right. Well, you guys, we wish you the very best of luck. So excited about tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Matt and Lauri Spitz. Well, thank you very much to them and to Isabel Alvarez of Michelangelo's of Mattituck. And we will see you next week.